friends, welcome to another weekly vlog. I am so happy you're here. I'm smiling ear to ear because today I'm doing something so new, and I don't want to be like, oh, I'm so excited, because everyone on the internet says they're so excited about things that they're doing, but I am elated and nervous and like really curious to see how this is going to go. But I guess I can tell you, because by the time the vlog comes out, I will have told the rest of the internet. But my mom is coming over today and we are recording the trailer for our new podcast that we're doing together. I'm really nervous. My mom has been like urging me to do a podcast together for forever. And over the summer, I think I came up with like a brand that I feel really good about for the both of us. A brand that ties in Traits of Hope really well, but also just my personal brand really well and her values really well. So I'm really looking forward to doing that today. But I am nervous. Like, I hope it goes well technically, but then also just like, I hope I'm good enough. All of those things. So more on that soon. I will show you some behind the scenes, of course. But I wanted to talk about yesterday. Yesterday was Monday and I went into the Traits of Hope offices, and I do get some requests from people to just see me in my work day to day more. And I don't usually post my work because it looks boring to me, even though I love what I'm doing. But people who are interested in a similar career path, I know would like to see the day to day of like what I actually do and what I actually work on. So I'm gonna show you a little bit of what I did yesterday. Honestly, yesterday was a lot of emails. I sent a ton of emails. I sent emails to our artisans in Jordan. I sent emails to models. I sent emails to our project manager, had some in-person conversations with our project manager, mostly about our product ordering timeline. I had a little check-in call with our CEO, who is my mom, and chatted with her about some things that I wanted to move forward with and some things that I wanted to do for our home team. So just want to make sure we're on the same page with that. I did some top secret stuff in our product development room. I can't show you any new products or anything that we're working on. So here are some of our concept boards and some of the products that we have displayed in the room. It is a top secret room. Whenever we have guests over to the office, we close the door and no one's allowed inside. I reviewed some graphics and gave some feedback to our amazing graphic designer. I edited a few model photos for our website. I also spent a lot of the day reviewing some packaging, branding materials, and marketing print collateral, which is really fun. I reviewed some fabric swatches from our artisans in India, and I emailed with our product development team on some product ideas and concepts that I wanted to move forward with. That was a little bit of what my Monday looked like. I will take you back into the office later this week and probably film more live in my office. I hope that gave you a little peek into what being a founder and chief creative officer looks like. If you have any questions, please comment them down below. But for now, it is podcast day. I am so nervous. I've written scripts for our episode intro and scripts for our trailer. So we're gonna at least try to record those today and maybe a couple episodes, which is crazy.
Watching, feel the same. Same.
Okay, we can listen back to it, but I'm like,
Do we even want that part? Is that what you're thinking?
no, I'm just thinking like, I don't know, it doesn't feel as good as the trailer that we did. Which honestly, it's not the same thing. It's not like there's anything wrong with it.
We could just do one back and forth where you do the welcome and then I do the next two and then you do the last two. We're women.
We are women. Yes.
Apparently I ran out of words for the day. That was all I had.
I'm not recording any of this. I'm not recording any of it.
I was doing good! Well, in the second paragraph, I still had a hiccup in the first, but
I think it's a good idea. I think it's gonna feel better.
not so tossy.
Yeah, I didn't hit record at all, apparently. I just hit play. We just finished for the day, podcasting for the day. My mom and I, she just left. It's 5 p.m. She got here at like 10. We've been going for probably actually podcasting working on it for like 5 hours. So we're a little tired, but we got a lot done. We recorded the trailer for the podcast, and we recorded like an episode intro that we thought was going to play before each episode. And I like the script that I wrote, but it just felt a little stiff, and we really want this podcast to be conversational and not super scripty, and just like honestly not like there is a stick up your butt, like just like very natural. And so having a scripted intro before every episode just didn't feel like us. And so we spent probably an hour retaking it, but then just decided to throw it away. But we did talk about it and read it in our first episode, because we also got our first episode done. We decided that we're actually going to launch 2 episodes on our first day, on our launch day. We're going to release a little episode about us for people who might not know us super well, so they know kind of who we are, what our personalities are, what our interests are, but then also like why we are passionate and honestly experts on the things that we're talking about. And then we'll release like a topical episode that's about something helpful and practical. It honestly went really well. I can say this because my mom said it in the first episode that we recorded, but like we didn't fight. We didn't get annoyed with each other. I mean, not that we fight, but like sometimes we just kind of, if we have different ideas, because we're both very strong women, we just kind of go back and forth about it and kind of get a little tense and frustrated. But that literally didn't even happen. We laughed so much. And even though there was a lot to like redo and retake, it still was good. Like I'm tired, but I'm not like, oh, exhausted. I never want to do it again. She's going to come back on Friday, and we're going to record the second launch day episode. So the second episode we will launch on day 1, and then week 2's episode. I didn't even share the name of the podcast yet, or the brand of the podcast, or like what our mission is behind the podcast. I will sit down and I will do that later this week in this vlog. Thursday already. I lost a whole day yesterday because I had a migraine. Obviously, so I was getting ready this morning. I'm heading into the Traits of Hope offices, but on Thursdays before I go into the office, I like to try and film a couple like reels / TikToks. So I'm going to do a couple of those now. I'm going to do one help me get dressed video, and then one about the ring workshop that Tom got me in London, and like reveal the ring. So we're going to try and get those done before I have meetings today. Also, I've been getting a ton of compliments on my hair lately, and I agree with you. My hair has been looking good lately, and it's because of these 2 products. One, this hairspray, or Eve or whatever. It's really, really good. I got a fine hairspray, even though I don't have fine hair, because it's just like not as heavy. But then I have to you have to tag team them, and then I use this Living Proof Dry Volume Blast, and it's kind of like, you put it on like dry shampoo, but it's not. I bought it thinking it was dry shampoo because I saw dry in the name, but it's kind of like a texturizing spray, hairspray, etc. But it does add so much volume, as you can see. And I like curl my hair, don't touch the curls, spray the hairspray, make sure my hair is like cold, like the heat has cooled down. And then I brush it with a large tooth comb, and then I put in the volumizing spray. I am in my office at the Traits of Hope office. I just got out of our product development meeting. We talked about fall collection concepts, which seems like far away, but it's really not. Honestly, we need to make a decision on that now. And we talked about some beautiful huipil pieces from Guatemala. We talked about some pieces for our jewelry subscription. So a lot of back and forth, and we have such great product development team. We have like one full-time designer and someone who helps her, and they're amazing. And I'm very, very excited about some of the stuff that we have coming up. Now I have a few artisan partners that I need to email back. I have some graphics that I need to review for upcoming campaigns. And then I need to work on some packaging for a spring gift box that we have coming out. And I have to review all of this collateral that was put on my desk. I think I just heard that some products we've been waiting on were just delivered. So that's all. the most exciting thing that can happen. I am home because I have a mentor call in a little bit, so I'm going to pick up my house for about 30 minutes because it's kind of a disaster. And then I'm gonna do my mentor call. I am so excited. Mentor calls are my favorite things ever. Like, whether it's because a woman doesn't know what her purpose or passion or like career track should be, or because she has like too many doors open to her, she has so many passions, she has so many ways that she could possibly want to take her career. Either one of those are immobilizing, and so I love chatting with women about this so that they take that immobilization and turn it into confident action. And I've done it over and over and over again with women. I am a Forbes featured entrepreneur, and I'm the only one who offers mentor calls, one-on-one calls at this price. And I just feel really good about it because I want to offer a price point where women early on in their careers can have a one-on-one with an established entrepreneur, get the personalized feedback that they need. Now it is my favorite time of day, TV watching before bed. There are some entrepreneurs who are like, oh, I never watch TV. I don't have time for TV. Look, I get a lot done, and I watch a good amount of TV. I watch it before bed, and I usually have it on like while I'm getting ready and stuff like that. Like, I'll have TV streaming on my iPad, or I'll watch YouTube videos or something. So it's not like I'm watching it in the middle of the day, but I definitely have my evenings and I have my weekends. So there you have it. I'm gonna keep watching Poldark tonight, and maybe eat some ice cream, and hopefully wake up really, really excited and just feeling refreshed tomorrow, because tomorrow my mom and I are recording hopefully 2 podcast episodes for our new podcast, which I still haven't told you all about, like the brains behind the podcast and like the name. I will, I promise. Remember when I said I wanted to wake up on Friday morning feeling 100% because my mom and I were going to podcast all day? Well, I woke up on Friday with another migraine, and it lasted all day. Even this morning, it's Saturday, obviously, I woke up this morning and I still could feel it. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is never going to go away. But some migraines, you just know you need to power through, and then they'll go away, and that was today. I woke up, I put like a heating pad on my neck and shoulders. I watched some of the new Dollface season, which is very exciting, and rested all morning, and then got in the shower, pampered myself a little bit, iced coffee. Ember and I went on a wellness walk, and I'm feeling a lot better. So my mom is on the way over, and we're gonna work on a Saturday. Hopefully we will finish 2 podcast episodes today. That would be incredible. I would love that so much. And I just got an email from a photographer that I inquired about, and it looks like she will be able to take us this week to do a super creative photo shoot for some of the marketing and branding for the shoot, like a photo shoot of my mom and I. I have some really cute ideas. The Pinterest board is popping. Stay tuned. That will probably be in the next vlog. It is such a beautiful day. I have the doors open. I even have the bedroom windows open. It's just stunning. Look at those clouds. Who gave you the permission? The light in here right now, immaculate. I just feel so good because I have been sick with a migraine for like 2 days out of the last 3 days, and so it feels so good that the sun is shining. It's so good having some self-care, and then also the productivity of getting 2 podcast episodes recorded with my mom. I'm so glad that we got 2 more of them done. Now it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful, warm, sunny day. We're gonna have a great sunset. I just feel so grateful. All right, it is finally time. Again, I'm gonna take my Blu-ray glasses off. Ooh, hello. Okay, it is finally time to talk about the podcast, the name, the brands that I've created around it, which I am obsessed with, utterly obsessed with. I'm obsessed with the branding. I'm obsessed with the meaning, the mission, everything. Let's get into it. So my mom came to me, honestly, she's been talking about it for over a year, but then seriously around the summer of 2021, and was like, I really think we should start a podcast. And I was just kind of like, in my mind, I can't take on another project. I also knew that I would be the one like editing it, managing it. So I'm like, oh, I don't really know, whatever. It just sounded like a lot, and I didn't have like an emotional attachment to it yet. But one thing I did know was that I wanted the podcast to have its own brand. I wanted it to be a completely different brand, not solely a part of our Trades of Hope brand, also a brand that could be really owned by my social media following on Instagram and TikTok, and of course, YouTube. I was like, okay, what's the brand? What's the brand gonna be? Like, how does it tie to women who wanna make a difference in the world, like with Trades of Hope, but also women who follow me on social media who are in the throes of their career, who are discovering who they wanna be as women. Where does that crossroads meet? And also, I'm doing this podcast with my mom, so I'm like, we have to acknowledge the fact that we're mother and daughter somehow in the branding, but I didn't want it to be cheesy. Like, I didn't want it to be like, oh, warm, cute, mother, daughter, whatever. So I was like, okay, how can we throw to that? So it's like, we're acknowledging it without it being kind of like, oh, gross. It took me forever. I like Googled what are obscure words for mother, daughter and stuff like that. Didn't find anything. I was trying to just really find a creative, unique way to touch on the mother-daughter thing. And I don't know what it was. Maybe I was on thesaurus.com for like the 100th time digging through synonyms or whatever. Actually, I think I was just having a brainstorming session. One day I was in London. I was literally just staring out the window on a train, and I was like, oh my gosh, what about legacy? Obviously, legacy alludes to something being generational, as my mom and I are generational. And it ties into wanting to make an impact, like the whole idea of leaving a legacy. What do you leave behind when you die? Which is kind of depressing when you say it like that. And also for the women who are deciding who they want to be, what kind of career do they want to have? How much impact do they want to have? I'm sorry, legacy just hits everything. It hits the mother-daughter, it hits wanting to make a difference, and it hits what kind of woman do I want to be when you're in those developmental areas in life, which I think every decade of your life should be developmental. But I'm in my late 20s, a lot of followers who are in their early to mid to late 20s, but also early 30s as well. So I'm like, legacy, it's just legacy. So that's why I decided to call it, and Gretchen loved it. I called her right away and I was like, this is the only thing that I've thought of that I really love, and I think it hits our whole following, our whole sphere of influence, and touches on the mother-daughter thing in a kind of trendy way. And she loved it, so perfect. And then I just got to writing a little bit of our mission, a little bit of why we're doing this podcast, and really just felt like legacy is for visionary women. And what is visionary women? Well, you can listen to the trailer. Actually, Ember, by the time this vlog goes live, our trailer for season 1 will be up. I will link it in the description. Please go listen to it. You'll get an idea of what we're going to be talking about on this podcast, who it's for. And if you are here watching this vlog, I know it will definitely be for you. If you do listen to it and you like it, please leave us a 5-star rating and write a review. That would honestly make my whole entire life. Thank you so much for just your interest and watching this week as we create this podcast. Obviously, a lot of work has gone into it before just this week. We did lots of planning and brainstorming, and I created all of the branding and stuff before this week. That was already done. But you saw us go from having nothing recorded to, now we have several episodes recorded already. So very, very exciting. Thank you so much for being a part of the journey. Thank you for listening to the trailer. And of course, when episode 1 drops, that's going to be this coming Tuesday. Also, just thank you for watching another weekly vlog. Your support here on YouTube means the world to me. Thank you. Every comment, every like, every interaction that you have, I notice it all. I check the analytics obsessively. And so every new view, every thumbs up, every new subscriber, thank you. I love you. I hope you guys have a great week. I will see you here next time.